Our story begins in a small, peaceful countryside town. Imagine birds chirping, the gentle wind rustling through the fields, and the distant sounds of our farm waking up. Welcome to Heart Touch Stories. If you love emotional and romantic tales that touch the soul, hit that subscribe button now, because here, every heartbeat tells a story. In this town lived a simple boy named Ethan. He had a heart full of kindness, dreams as big as the sky, and a genuine sparkle in his eyes. His father owned a little wheat farm, and every night, Ethan would gaze up at the stars and whisper to himself, "One day, I'll make my parents proud." He held on to that promise, letting it guide him like a North Star. Years flew by, and Ethan made the big move to the city, a bustling world of towering lights, constant noise, and what seemed like endless possibilities. It was a stark contrast to his quiet hometown. After months of struggle, facing countless rejections, and learning to navigate this new concrete jungle, he finally landed a job at a massive company. And it was sir, in the middle of all the urban energy, that he met Sophia. She was smart, confident, and stunningly beautiful, and she was also the daughter of the company's owner, the formidable Mr. Anderson. At first, Sophia saw Ethan as an outsider. His clothes were plain, his voice was quiet, and his nature was humble. He didn't fit in with the city's fast-paced, fancy crowd. But she quickly noticed there was something pure and authentic about him, something that the city's clamor couldn't replicate. In the hum of the office, surrounded by the sound of typing and the clinking of coffee cups, Essen's true character shone through. He was always respectful, unfailingly kind, and genuinely helpful to everyone, from the janitor to the executives. Sophie began to admire his unshakable honesty, his refreshing simplicity, and the way he treated people with warmth and acceptance, never judgment. Their casual coffee breaks slowly blossomed into deep conversations. Those conversations turned into shared smiles and lingering glances across the office. A connection was forming, one that neither of them could ignore. One evening, as the city lights twinkled outside their office window, Sophia's heart couldn't keep it secret any longer. She turned to him and sighed softly, "Ethan, you don't know how or when this happened, but I've fallen for you." A gentle smile spread across Essen's face, his eyes full of tenderness. He replied, "My heart knew it long before you said it." In that moment, their two worlds collided, creating a universe of their own. But love stories are rarely simple, and theirs was no more exception. When Mr. Anderson discovered their relationship, he was furious. "You're my daughter," he boomed, his voice echoing with disapproval. "You can't fall in love with a farm boy from nowhere." The very next morning, Ethan was fired, no more explanation given. He packed his few belongings from his desk without a word of protest. He just looked deep into Sophia's tear-filled eyes and whispered with unwavering resolve, "Don't cry. I'll come back one day, not as your employee, but as someone your father will have no more choice but to respect." With that promise fueling him, Essen's new chapter began. Time passed and he worked harder than he ever had in his life. He poured his heart and soul into his vision, working day and night, sacrificing rest and comfort. There were no more excuses, only relentless determination. He started his own company from the ground up, and through sheer grit and brilliance, his name began to echo across the city. He was proving that dreams, when chased with an unbreakable spirit, simply cannot be stopped. One day, at a grand business conference, Mr. Anderson was a distinguished guest in the audience. As the keynote speaker was announced and walked onto the stage, Mr. Anderson froze. Sir, under the bright lights, stood Ethan, confident, successful, and yet as humble as the boy he remembered. After delivering a powerful speech that captivated everyone in the room, Ethan walked directly up to his former boss. "Sir," he said, his voice calm and steady, "I'm the same Ethan you once thought wasn't good enough for your daughter." A wave of realization washed over Mr. Anderson. His hardened expression softened, his eyes filled with a newfound respect. He replied quietly, his voice full of remorse, "Son, you've shown me that a person's true worth isn't measured by their bank account, but by the size of their heart." Just then, Sophia appeared at the side of the hall, her eyes shimmering with tears of joy and relief, a radiant smile on her face. Ethan walked toward her, his own smile mirroring hers. "I told you," he said gently, taking her hands in his. "Love doesn't care where we come from. It only cares where our hearts meet." Sophia smiled through her happy tears and whispered back, "Now, nothing can ever keep you apart." And just like that, in the heart of the sprawling city, a simple boy from the countryside taught everyone that the highest status you can ever achieve is the one held by the heart. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If this story touched your heart, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to Heart Touch Stories for more tales that make you believe in the power of love. We'll see you in the next story.